Hey guys, so Sammy and Frankie here. Just want to let you know that we still suck at this filming stuff. We're working on getting some new equipment.
Our learning experiences have just been, us being morons.
So I know that we haven't posted in a while. Look, we both still hold down full-time jobs. So does Jacob, Fernando. We're trying to get this going. Turns out we just kind of ran into some bad luck, and we've got, well, not really bad luck, but Jacob's car's down right now waiting on new heads. He pushed her a little too far and popped a freeze plug. Two freeze plugs. My car got some big surprises in store for it because I decided to go...
Don't give it up. Don't give it up.
We decided to go balls out, but we're going to talk about that later. Today, we have got Sammy Saabaru's Saab up on the ramps, and this car has seen its last little bit of road till it gets a new engine. It's still running fine. We're just trying to get some content for you guys, and honestly, we just want to wrench on some shit because that's what we love. That's what we love, you know. It's what being a reject's all about. We don't care if you drive a Honda, a Nissan. I don't care if you drive a Toyota Paseo that you've lowered and put an air intake on. If you love it and it makes you happy, that's what being a reject's about. Except you guys with squatted trucks. I don't get it.
Don't be a hater. I mean, I'm not saying I like them, but don't be an open hater.
But right now, we're just deciding what we want to pull off the car first. Hey, we got Kaylee in the video making an appearance. She was unaware of it.
I hope that ends up on your blooper.
That will be a blooper.
She was unaware she was being recorded at that time.
You just come waltzing in. Hey, how you doing?
Like she owns the place.
Well, she does.
But hey, nice hot engine here. We look forward to getting burnt.
I already have a burn.
He's already got burnt.
Right here.
This is what we do. We just get hurt. We're going to start popping off the intercooler. We're going to take off the intake, just some basic stuff. Then we're going to drain some fluids once it cools down. Pull the radiator out maybe. Just get everything ready to pull this out. Because unfortunately, we're still waiting on some basic parts for the short block. We got the pistons and rods in 20 minutes, and the O-rings are taking 3 weeks. I don't
we're also waiting on not being financially poor.
That too.
But because we're car guys, we're always going to be poor. So
yeah. If I can't spend money on my own car, I just spend it on his or Jacob's. That's just how life goes.
Did you show him the ramp and how it's on?
Oh yeah. Let's. All right. So just like kind of my car, we got her up on ramps. Good old Harbor Freight. You can do anything you want with Harbor Freight. Don't anybody tell you otherwise. She's up in the air high enough for us to get all the bell housing bolts and everything. But we don't have an engine crane here yet. So we're just going to get it ready to come out. Or stand.
Or jack.
We're working on it, okay? We're
just taking stuff apart and, yeah. It'd be a yard ornament because that's how God intended a Subaru.
I don't condone what he said. That's not what they're meant for.
It is what they're meant for. The best Subaru is the one that's leaking oil in the yard.
But kind of this is where we're at right now. Everything's intact. We will be back with you when we've tore some shit off. Hey guys, Sammy and Frankie here. We have made a good bit of progress on this one. The only thing left to do really is take out the bell housing bolts, take off the starter and the downpipe, and this old girl will be ready to pull up out of here. Alright, so we're going to wrap up this episode. We're going to kind of let you see what the engine bay looks like now that we have removed some items. You will know. Sammy, let them know what's missing.
The radiator. We've got all our lines off of our power steering pump, the air box, battery, intercooler. It's still draining coolant somehow. We've got our cables out of our throttle body. Got a couple broken connectors already. That's good. If you come around here with me, you can see just how bad this power steering pump was leaking. She's a dirty girl. We get in there. We're gonna get her out. We're gonna put a new motor in it, and it's still gonna leak because it's a Subaru.
No, it's not. No leaking. No leaking.
But yeah.
A little bit about the goals for this car. I know we ain't talked about it in a while.
Well, I think some of our goals here in general are to have a car community that doesn't suck. I just feel like that's a broadband goal. We're also trying to be a group of people that you enjoy watching because of our shenanigans, and we're doing stuff that's cool, right? You got anything to add to that?
Yeah, like I've heard some some stories about car groups in our area that are very what's the word, discriminate in who they allow into their meets and stuff. Which
Not racially.
no, not racially. But if your car doesn't have a certain modification, or you can't be in their group, this, that, or this, like I said earlier, we don't care if you drive a Kia Soul on 20-inch wheels. If it makes you happy and you love it, man, we're proud. We're happy for you. Like we love Subarus and Hondas. Sammy's a Honda guy too. He's got some Honda experience, so hit us up. At some point here, we just want to help other people enjoy their cars. If you've had an engine fail, he's tickling me in the face with a stick. See, this is what we're doing. But like
another thing that's huge to us is being able to be comfortable with the people that are into the same stuff as you. And we're not, I know we all have Subarus, but we all also like a whole lot of stuff. I mean, Jacob has 2 Dodges. He just got rid of a Toyota truck. He wants a G-body. I mean, we're not like limited to just Subarus. I mean, I like Hondas. I'm a Japanese car guy. I'm one of those guys that would pay stupid amount of money for an S13. But we also want to be people that you want to be around and want to hang out with and watch, because we're not assholes, you know.
He's right, and hopefully at some point, guys, we can be out there. We really want to get out to some of the local meets. I know it's been a slow startup for us. We want to talk to people about their cars. Maybe some people that have been looked over by certain groups because your car doesn't fit a certain niche, or you don't have certain, you use rep wheels. Who cares if they work for you and you like them? Who cares? I mean, that's what we're out here doing, and at some point, we hope to branch away from our full-time jobs, and we want to, we got experience with these cars, and it's hard here locally to find people who can build these engines for a cost-effective rate that'll make decent power and be reliable. So that's kind of mine and Sammy's personal goal, is we want to bring other cars back to life. We want people to be able to enjoy their cars, and we want to branch out to other makes and models. Like, I would love to have an R34, but I would also love to have an LS1 GTO. I mean, we love them all, man. We're out there in the crowds, and we can appreciate anything that somebody's put their heart into,
I'm always that dude that's like, is that a Supra, dude? Is that a freaking Supra, dude? So...
We're putting a Gallo 12 in his car, by the way.
Yeah,
just
not the Gallo 24.
No, 24's got too many problems.
Yeah, the 24 valves are garbage.
But hey, we hope to be posting more often now, and like I said, we're just car guys that want to have fun, man. We do have other interests in life. Like, I enjoy the gym. Sammy enjoys video games. Like,
I enjoy a wide variety.
Like, when you meet us out, we don't have to talk about cars, man. We can talk about other stuff. Like, we're just cool dudes, want to hang out and have a good community, and let people know that you don't have to do certain things to be accepted. So that's our goal. That's the definition of a reject: somebody who doesn't fit into any one thing but finds their own thing and is shunned by society. Well, we're here to tell you this society is not going to shun you. We accept you. This is us here at Reject Garage, episode, what are we on,
I think this is like 10 or 11.
Episode 10 or 11. We're just now getting started with this project, but I will tell you, this thing's going to be a fun little corner carving machine when it's done.
Yeah, that's
the goal.
I don't like straight lines. I like curves.
We're going to have a 300 wheel. It's going to have a good responsive turbo, and it's going to dig. If you got any suggestions for suspension parts, if you've got any experience and what works best in these cars, hit us up. Comment. Well, hey, we're open to anything. If you know a way to keep our goofy asses from hurting ourselves while we're working on these things, throw it at us.
Or
don't. So you can watch us hurt each other. So
like Frankie taking a wrist pin in the nuts,
hey, it happens. Yeah, like us grabbing a hold of a radiator that'd been cooling off for a whole 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I poured hot coolant on his face while he was under the car, but he's okay.
Yeah, I'm fine-ish.
We don't have much brain damage.
Well, I had the brain damage before.
What
I
day
bought a
is it?
Saabaru. I think it's
But hey, and also, I do want to tell you that, like he said earlier, we don't want to spill the beans, but the STI is getting some beans. Let's just put it that way.
the whole package.
The whole package. And we hope to turn that car.
She's gonna be spitting Bush's baked beans, son.
She either gonna spit baked beans or bearings, one of the two.
Well, maybe that is baked beans in the car room.
We're hoping that we can really make some power with that car. And if we break it, we break it. We'll fix it. But it's something I've been wanting to do for a long time. Was just going to go back with the same setup, just clean some things up. But our friend Jacob has a really bad habit of talking us into expensive
Not
endeavors. No,
He
I
can't
just
talk me into
fill the
expensive
card
shit.
up and Sammy presses purchase, and I just don't
Yeah,
look.
look it over. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you, Affirm.
I affirm my life. All right, guys. This is Sammy and Frankie. We're out of here. See ya.
Appreciate you guys.